On the afternoon of September 23rd, Jones's squadron spotted a large British convoy of over 40 merchant ships laden with vital naval supplies from the Baltic. The convoy was protected by two Royal Navy warships, the new and powerful 44-gun frigate HMS Serapis, commanded by Captain Richard Pearson, and the 22-gun sloop of war HMS Countess of Scarborough. Jones immediately gave chase. As the two fleets closed, the Serapis and Countess of Scarborough positioned themselves between the Americans and the convoy, allowing the merchant ships to flee to the safety of nearby Scarborough Harbor. The main engagement took place as night fell, illuminated by a full moon. The Bonhomme Richard and the Serapis squared off. Early in the fight, Jones's ship suffered a devastating blow. Two of its 18-pound cannons burst on the first firing, killing or wounding many of the crew and rendering the ship's most powerful guns useless. This left the Bonhomme Richard with significantly less firepower than the Serapis, a newer, faster, and more heavily armed vessel. Realizing he was outmatched in a gunnery duel, Jones's only hope was to board the Serapis and fight hand-to-hand. After a series of failed maneuvers, the two ships finally collided and became entangled. Seizing the opportunity, Jones had his crew lash the two vessels together, side by side. With the ships locked in a death embrace, the battle turned into a brutal slugfest at close range. The Serapis's heavy cannons relentlessly pounded the Bonhomme Richard's hull, causing massive damage and setting the ship on fire in multiple places. The Bonhomme Richard began taking on water and was on the verge of sinking. It was during this desperate moment that Captain Pearson, seeing the American ship's ravaged state, hailed Jones and asked, "Has your ship struck?" Jones's legendary and defiant reply rang out across the water, "I have not yet begun to fight." The fighting continued for hours. From the higher deck of the Bonhomme Richard, American Marines and sailors used muskets and hand grenades to rain fire down on the Serapis's deck. One sailor, Midshipman Nathaniel Fanning, climbed onto the yardarm and dropped a grenade onto the Serapis's lower gun deck. The grenade rolled into a pile of gunpowder cartridges and detonated, causing a massive explosion that killed and wounded dozens of British sailors. With his ship in flames and his crew decimated, Captain Pearson finally surrendered. Jones, with his crew of a sinking ship, had captured the enemy's much superior vessel. The Bonhomme Richard was so damaged that it sank the next day. Jones and his surviving crew transferred to the captured Serapis, which he sailed to a Dutch port. Meanwhile, the Pallas had engaged and captured the Countess of Scarborough, ensuring a total American victory in the battle. The victory at Flamborough Head was a huge morale boost for the American and French forces. While the immediate material gains were minimal, Jones lost his ship and the British convoy escaped. The psychological impact was enormous. It showed that the fledgling American Navy could stand toe-to-toe with the world's most powerful navy on its own doorstep. John Paul Jones became a national hero, his famous words forever symbolizing American tenacity and courage in the face of overwhelming odds.